And as we continue our special audience edition of Hannity, thank you so much for being with us. All right, as we wrap up and when we look at these two issues in particular and the scandals that we're talking about, you're with the Wall Street Journal, Brett. What impact is this going to have? I mean, finances obviously are what you do, but national security is the second most important issue in the country.
Look, I think that what brings these two stories together is they're both diplomatic fiascos, Sean. I mean, I grew up in Mexico City. Mexicans are furious about the flow of American guns going into Mexico. It's not just Agent Terry who was killed. It's hundreds of innocent Mexicans who are being killed by weapons that are being brought in. Then you go you look at the other leaks, the Israelis, the Saudis, the Brits, Pakistani individuals, all of whom have reason not to work with us. This is like a Julian Assange administration. It's like we're talking about prosecuting Bradley Manning for all of the leaks to WikiLeaks, but this has become a WikiLeaks administration in and of itself, and that has consequences for us which are similar to the consequences that our own State Department is complaining about. People who are at risk, governments who aren't working with us. Yeah,
I think that probably will be the worst part of this, and assuming there may be a new administration, I could always hope, Tamara, in November, they're going to have to rebuild bridges there. Thomas.
Well, I think that's right. It's a WikiLeaks administration when it comes to certain classified secrets that are involved in very sensitive national security matters. But it's not a WikiLeaks administration when it comes to Fast and Furious. In that case, they basically said, you know, we're not going to give you anywhere close to the majority of the documents that deal with this scandal.
That's shows a cover-up administration.
It shows you the politicization of the entire issue. You know, and certain issues they're going to say, look, we're going to talk to the press, we're going to reveal these secrets because it makes us look good. On other issues, they're going to say, we're not going to talk even to Congress. We're not even going to give congressmen, you know, the documents that they're requesting because it doesn't make us look good. So, you know, during the Bush years, there's a lot of talk of the politicization of intelligence and these types of very classified and secret issues. The truth of the matter is, with the Obama administration, you see politicization across the board on national security issues, when it comes to the fight against al-Qaeda, comes to Iran, any one of these issues. And what you have is a lot of journalists who basically go along with that because it gives them a front-page story.
Ryan?
Well, the leak that I think deserves a lot more attention was the leak that went to Foreign Policy magazine about how the Israelis had allegedly struck that secret deal to have their planes, after a potential strike on Iran, refuel in Azerbaijan. Because you can disagree with an ally, but you should never endanger them. And I am outraged that there isn't more anger over that and that there hasn't been a full-fledged investigation to find out who did that and at the very least fire them.
Yeah, you know, you were shaking your head, Judith, because national security is what you followed. It's actually the area of that we often agree on,
yes.
and not all political areas.
Exactly.
But it seems, I think that's a great point. And there's, you know, we have a guy in Pakistan now, 33 years in prison.
Right. For
his assistance and information as it relates to the killing of bin Laden.
Yes.
And I've got to imagine if you're the guy that brought that computer cyber warfare issue to the Iranian nuclear facilities, I got to imagine your life's in jeopardy today.
Look, these are very serious issues, and these are serious leaks, and they should be investigated, and they are being investigated. But let's put all of this into perspective. This is an administration which is justifiably, in many respects, proud of its record on national security. It has a good record on national security, and nobody has yet shown me evidence that they deliberately leaked this information.
All right, good. I'm glad we can have a I don't think it's that great. I give the president credit for bin Laden. Andy, this is important. We don't get bin Laden, though, if the president had his way on rendition, on black sites, on Gitmo and EIT, an area you worked a lot in.
No, look, the successes of the administration on the national security front are all because they maintained policies that were developed in the Bush-Cheney.
And they got the intelligence from the Bush years.
That's right. But, you know, the important thing, though, is the stuff that they've abandoned, for example, holding people as enemy combatants, that's how we got intelligence. That's how we protect the country. We're now in a position where we're actually killing people that we could capture and shutting off a very important information.
Let me go back to Ed Rollins, because, Ed, your area of expertise is politics, Ed, and tell us, you know, the impact this has on the race. You don't think it's that big. To me, it should be massive.
Well, it should be massive, but the indictment against Obama is he was a great candidate and he's been a lousy leader. Probably the most inexperienced man we've ever had in the Oval Office at a time of the greatest crisis. And it's been politically run since the beginning by Axelrod et al. And at the end of the day, because of the ineptitude, they've tried to cover everything up. And that's where you are today. The whole premise, your premise, of these leaks are to basically make this president look a strong national leader, which he's not. And he can't do it on the economy, which is going to be the prevalent issue in this campaign.
All right, thank you all. Great audience. We really appreciate you being with us. Thank you for your time, Congressman, everybody. Thank you for being with us.